Okay, last session we discussed about buttons and the button group. So one more time we will see how to use one another example. So we are discussing about button toolbar and button group. Button group. So button toolbars and button groups usually we handle by using various classes. So the classes required for them. So we have btn hyphen toolbar and we have btn hyphen group. We can use btn hyphen group lg for large and btn hyphen group sm for small. And when we are working with button groups, we can use buttons, general button options, and we can even keep btn group vertical. Let's see how they work, so how they are used. So for that, to design button groups, only Bootstrap is enough here. We can use font awesome and all other options also, as I told you in the last session. For example, I am importing a new file, say button toolbar.html. Okay, so in the head section we are importing two files. One is Bootstrap, another one is font awesome. Font awesome, already we know that, right? And in the body, so we have div class as container. Okay, container. And here we kept a heading as some Naresh ID. Okay, so here we will define Naresh I technologies, right? And here in the buttons toolbars, let's design a button toolbar. How to design a button toolbar and how do we configure a button toolbar? So below that we want a toolbar. So here we can add a div. This is considered as a toolbar. So we will use a class called btn toolbar. Okay. Button toolbar. So bg, suppose danger. Okay. bg danger, bg info. We will keep a good same color in the background. Okay. In this button toolbar, I will create another div. This will have a class called button group, btn group. btn group, here it is having a collection of buttons. We can use buttons. It doesn't mean that it should have only buttons. Of course, usually we can keep links for navigation. But for navigation, we have separate nav bar that we will discuss later. This is a combination of buttons. So better we will use buttons here, or links also you can give a button class. For link also you can give a button like appearance. For example, a this here we have a span. In the span, we are giving a class as fa and fa home, and span after span we will define home, and one more class for this is btn and btn info. So that is the class, and you see I give text white for entire toolbar, and here I am adding another one, anchor span. This is class fa and fa I say user, right? And this is also btn info, and here I will define as about. Okay, another, we have a span, so this will have a class as fa and fa, this is contact, right? Address book or address card. Okay, better these button classes we will give for links, right? That means I will remove this, and anchor have a class called button and button info. So the same I will give here also. Anchor will have the class button and button info. Okay, here also anchor is having the class btn and btn info. Okay, for anchors we given button and button info. Remember, these three buttons are present in one group called btn group. Okay, and we have font awesome home user card, and here we will give the text as contact, and you can see the buttons will be like this. So we have those buttons here. So we have home, about, contact. These three are buttons, right? So if without button toolbar and button group, when we write them, what will happen usually is they separately look like buttons, but now they are combined and kept as one unit. Right? That is how we define the button. Now there can be several groups actually. This is one button group. I will add one more button group. So div and class. In the same toolbar, we have another button group. In this button group, we have a text box. Input type is equal to text. And beside that, we will have a span. In the span, so we have a symbol, right? Button symbol, we will keep that. In the span, we have a class called fa and fa search. We are using search, fa search, and beside that we will put an anchor. So this will be used with search, and here we will give a class called btn and btn info. Okay, now you can see a search option is also there. We can keep it in the same button here. This span I will keep beside the search, right? Then it will display like this, search. Now this text box and this search button should be right side. They should be right side. So then what we can do is this entire group and this group, we can keep them separated. How we can keep them separated? For the toolbar, we can use an attribute justify content between. Justify content between. Justify content between is used to arrange. Justify content between is used to arrange everything from left to right. That means if there are two groups, one group will be left side, another group will be right side. If there are three groups, it will keep left, center and right. Left, center and right. Currently we have two groups. Then you can see left and right, they are adjusted. Right? How to give appearance for text boxes, that you will learn later. For that we have some more options you will understand. Means to give a good appearance for text boxes, when we learn about forms we can do, right? This is the toolbar, button toolbar. Actually, when we are giving such type of navigations, we have another option called navbar that have a different syntax and approach. That also we will see. Mostly, suppose we are designing like insert, update, delete, then all should look like same group. Then we use this button group and button toolbar. You can keep this vertical also, button group vertical also. It depends on different toolbars, na? So it depends on different toolbars. Actually, suppose under this, I am designing one more div and class as a btn toolbar. So bg some danger like this. In this div, we will have a class called btn group, and we will keep as vertical, button group vertical. In button group vertical, we have suppose button. So we have a button called electronics. We have another button called some shoes, footwear, like this. So we have another button called some fashion. Okay, these will have the classes. Class as btn and btn danger, like this. And this is class btn and btn danger. Okay, and this we have another class as btn and btn danger. And you can see all the appearance will be vertical like this. Vertical like this. How to design them correctly, we will understand that we can do, right? Because of course you can adjust the width and height of this button toolbar. Suppose for the button toolbar, you want to adjust the width and height. So temporarily I am adding a style. So width as suppose 200 pixel. So width for 200 pixel, it will be like this. So we can keep vertical group or we can keep horizontal group. Later you will design about different toolbars also. So that is depending on our requirement, how you want to keep that, horizontal or vertical. So then how much width and height you want for that, you can configure that. And here I given suppose margin top. So margin top as some 30 pixel. So top margin is adjusted like this. We can design a vertical toolbar, we can design a horizontal toolbar like combination. Now you know that inside that also we can keep images. Na? So we know that inside that we can keep images, right? That examples with different appearance we will try later. First, we need to understand what is button toolbar, button group, and their different sizes and different orientation, how to handle them. That means how to properly use these options. So this is an example for using the toolbars. I will copy this entire example and keep that example here. So this is an example of how to design and use the button toolbar and button groups. Right. While working with buttons, this is important part. Okay. Next important, after understanding about buttons, now next important we have in Bootstrap, we are having cards, Bootstrap cards. And how do we design the Bootstrap cards? How to design Bootstrap card? Actually, the main purpose of card is nothing but a card is a container. Usually, it contains flexible content. So inside flexible content inside. So technically, card is a container which contains a flexible content inside. So and it includes header, footer, and body content. Body content. So cards can be designed with various options and can be defined with various options. What are the basic options for cards? Various options for the cards. Let's see. Means what are the various classes used for the cards? There are so many options, so many classes. So the classes used for cards, cards. So what are those are? We will see. Usually these cards you will see regularly. You can observe, suppose when you visit the sites like Amazon. So when you visit the sites like Amazon, you see in the Amazon, these are all cards only. The boxes you are watching now, those boxes are called cards. So a rectangle is present. This is called a card. All are cards only. These are all cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already I showed you how to design them by using grid columns and grid flex. We learned how to design them, how we can design them. These are all actually cards. When you see the shopping sites, these type of cards are very common. So when you watch the websites, these types of cards are very common. Let's see how we can design them and how to use them. First, basically, how to design a card. What are the attributes for the card? We will see. Actually, the classes used for the cards. So we have the classes like dot. So what are the classes available? We have the classes like dot card, and we have card. We have card image top. We have card body. We have card header. We have card footer, and we have card text, and we have like a card heading. So we have card text, we have card heading, card body. We have even a card title. We have like card link. So many are there. So as per the situation how to use them, we will see that we have a card subtitle card subtitle, and we have card links. So we can use various card options and card features, right? So let's see how to deal with them. So first we will see how to design them, how to create and use them. Later we will see different alignments for them. So whenever we are designing the cards, the basic card related options are all these. Related options are these. There are so many designs are there which we can see. So how to use those designs and work with those designs, we will see that. Let's first understand the basic design, how to create the basic design, right? Let's see. So how we can create the basic design for displaying various contents. So actually, these all, in order to understand, first you need to know the diagram for them. Means card, what is card header, card footer. These things you need to understand first. So that we will see here actually. In the shopping sites or anywhere when you open them, the divisions will be just like table. It will have three different types of divisions which we can use. So let's see first the basic design actually for that. Yeah. So generally how we design the card and option is actually what is the box. This is the card, and usually the card can contain so an image, something like this. We can keep that. This is img top, actually image top. After that, title card can have a title. So this is we can put some title, and usually this title is defined inside card related titles are defined inside the head section. Actually this part is the head section. This is card head, and we will have a card body, and here this is card footer bottom. We are having a card footer, and here we are having the card body. So we have a head card body. Suppose you want to display anything inside this, we can keep it as text. So when we are designing the cards, this image can be in anywhere inside bottom, in the body also, that you can change. So if you want, you can keep at the top, you can change its placement, so we can design. So this is one actually card. This is how we define a card. Separated everything. In that, so many types of alignments are there that you will understand according to the designs. So initially, first, how to get this, how we can design this. Let's see. So how we can add them. Let's see that. I will copy the head section. Okay. And I will add card.html. Okay. Div, and so first head section, body, and a div, class container. Okay, container fluid, fine. Here I keep some Amazon shopping, and below this we want to design card. So div, this div is defined as a class card. Okay, and another div, three sections will be there. First div is I defined as a class. This is card header. Card header. In that I will give a heading. I will give a heading. So the heading I will define for that as, suppose this is JBL speakers. Okay, and here we will put a class called, this is card title. Card title. Okay, and below this I will keep some subheading. So that means another paragraph. This is card class as card subtitle. So 50% off on all speakers. This is the message we are giving. That is the title and subtitle. This is in the card header. And below another div, we will put a class called card body. Okay. In the card body, we are designing. In the card body, we are designing an image. IMG SRC is equal to images. Images, some JBL speaker. And we will give a class for image. You know, we have IMG fluid. And we have the class IMG thumbnail, right? IMG thumbnail, like this. So width and height we can give the width and height for that fluid and thumbnail like images we are giving. So I will give thumbnail. Okay. And that is the card body. Card have a header and a body. I can give, so div. So class as a card footer. Card footer. In the card footer, I want to put some options here. So I will define as, suppose a button, and here I am defining above the button we are adding a div, and for the div we are using ampersand hash 8377 semicolon and some price. Okay, and this is we are having card text as card text. General text is defined as card text. Button we have add to cart. Add to cart. Okay. So for that we have a class as BTN, and BTN suppose warning. Okay. BTM warning. So, and add to cart I will put a span. Span will have a class called FA, and FA shopping bag or shopping cart, shopping basket. I will add like this, shopping basket. Okay. So these are all the options available for footer, card footer. And we can use BTN-block, button block. And you can once run this and see, you can observe that the card is displayed like this. Card is displayed like this. And here I am defining BTN cart. Yeah. And it will be displayed like this. Add to cart. And we will use text white. Okay, text white will be for that. Okay, or entire text we will use here BTN btn warning and text white. That will be white. Okay. So bg danger. And just for clear appearance. Okay. Now you can see this is the card. In the card, we have some image and content to display. And observe carefully, the card will display in this way. This is the card. And currently, we are having only one card and it is displayed in this way. I can add another card with similar type of options here. And usually what happens is width and height, it will adjust according to the content. Remember, this is all one card. This is all one card. The card related options are defined here. This is one card. I will copy that. I will copy and I will paste another card. I will paste another card. In that we will change a different one. Suppose I defined as Nike casuals. Okay, 50% off on shoes. Suppose some 30% off on shoes. Right, and here I will say shoe.jpg. Shoe.jpg. And the card footer, I am adding some price. Okay. Okay. And you can see the another one will come in the next line. You can see that comes in the next line. And this is the shoe.jpg. Okay. And you can see the second one comes in the next line. Now for images, we can give a common height and width for all images when you are keeping the images. Usually if I don't use img thumbnail because it is a predefined class now. So I am not using any img thumbnail. Then what I can do is, if I'm not using img thumbnail, then I can just keep this. Okay. So I can keep a style above style, and wherever image is there, I can put width as suppose some 30%. So 30%. So width and height as 30%. Width and height as 30% of the content here, right? And image. We will give percent means it will string very less. Suppose 100 pixel because it is shrinking very much. Okay, let's keep it like this. That is an image. Actually, we have an image. But observe carefully, one card below another card are displayed. Usually one card below another card are displayed. Now what we can do is to keep all the cards in a proper way. We have card deck. Card deck is used to organize all the cards. Different design styles I will tell you. How to create different designs I will tell you. Right. So here I will put here some 200. So little bit width and height adjusted. But they will present one below another. Okay. Now what we can do is keep both cards in a card deck. So this is the card. Add a div and a class as card deck. Okay. And now close this deck. Inside the card deck, put all the cards. That means after the second card also completed, close the card deck. So this is ending card deck. I will put a comment. This is end of card deck. So card deck is ended. Now once refresh here. This is card deck end. This is container end. So this is actually container. End of container. Right. Okay. Inside the card deck, two cards are there. Now see what will happen. They will give a flex alignment like this. That means they will both be adjusted side by side. Now in that you put another card. If you remember, to design like that we have to use flex, we have to put grid columns, that already I showed you, right? But now see, one more I add inside it. That means I will copy this card, second card, and I will paste that card, third card, inside card deck. This time I will change this name as a different. So we have other images now. So images slash, I'm using suppose mobile or some neck band like this. Okay, and here I define as some Samsung neckband, right? Neckband like this. So neckband, okay, and some 20%, 10% off on all on mobile accessories. Okay, like this. And price and everything same or different we can keep. And you can see now those three cards will be arranged inside them. Those three are arranged inside them. So if you are going more, then usually you can put a card deck now. So you can keep a card deck and keep arranging all of them separately. This is one card deck. And when I adjust the width, you can see the width is adjusted. The width is adjusted. And it will fit them into that. In order to design like this, usually what we were doing is, so we were earlier using a lot of grid columns, grid related alignments, flex grids and all. Now simply Bootstrap provides ready-made options you can apply. And see, colors and effects, everything your wish, right? Because I just given a normal color. For every card you can give different. For card body separate color, card header separate color, entire card color you can use. You have BG na. Suppose if I say BG info, that means it will get the card in that color. According to our requirement, we need to define them. I can give for entire card. I can give only for card header as BG info. Then only card header will have that. Card header I am using BG danger. Then only card header will have that danger. And we will have some text white, and it will keep that only for that. So we can have a combination. So we can define different card styles and appearances for them. Separately we can manage them. So every card can have a different appearance. That means this is the second card. Suppose first card header. So we say, so BG suppose info, and text white. In that case, at the bottom also BG info will be better for that particular button. Then it will be like this. The second card will be like this. We can add different effects and different styles for them. So similarly, the last card we are having header is BG info, BG success, like this, suppose success, and text white. And similarly at the bottom we have BG button success button we have given, and it will have that appearance there. That's how we can give a card appearance. Now inside below that, so we can have lot of content. Suppose below image you can see, suppose every image will have a little bit of descriptions and all. So below that we have a paragraph, and here we are writing something, some some paragraph about that. That means I'm using a simple paragraph here, just 1-2 lines of content about it, just 1-2 lines of content about it. So let me add a 2 lines or 1 line content about it. Okay, let's copy that and keep it. So this is 1-2 lines about it. Okay, so usually I put that here, and after that we put an anchor. In the anchor we will put more, right? And here we will add here as a href initially empty. For that we can use card link. That is a card link. So this is for every image. Copy that. Under every image we have some text to display. Under every image we have some text to display, and usually you can see under the image that text will come. So some paragraph information, and you can see it will display more. More is a card link. It will display a link. Of course you can give link href to navigate to any location, right? So this is the basic thing how we can design. Later we can even click here. When user clicks on more, we can make more information to display about it there itself. We can open a pop-up. In a pop-up we can display that information. That I will tell you how to design those dialogues and the pop-ups, how we can configure them. But this is the basic approach of designing the cards. So how we use the cards and what are the various options about cards. Technically for cards, so organizing all of them into a card, we can do that by using card deck. So usually card deck is for so display cards flex actually. So this card link is for links. This is for subtitle. Their names itself tell title. We don't have heading, so card title we give, and we have text. That is the text. So normal text, and footer usually bottom margin, and header will be top margin. Body, so between header and footer, and image top, so it can be image placed top. That also I will show you how to define. And this is the card container. That is all the classes. Image top, if you want image, sometimes what happens is we directly have an image at the top. So images are not in the body section. Usually images are directly kept at the top, and from there we use for that we use that image top, card image top we use. So for example, what happens is, suppose I will use another card deck. This is card deck, and I will use div. This is another class, card deck. This is another card deck. In that we have a div, and this div is class card. This is another card. We have another deck, card deck, and I will keep a style here. Style as a margin top, as suppose 50 pixel. Fine. In this card, what we are doing is we are adding some image. That means I am directly giving an image. src is equal to image. Src is equal to, so some image. In images we have some mobile 1.jpg. Okay, and this should be at the top. Then usually what we do is we will keep a class for it as card image top, image top. Okay, card image top. Other options are there. I will tell how to define. After that, we will keep a div. So this will have a class as card body, card body. And inside that, we will have a paragraph. So that is some paragraph information. So that is like this paragraph I copied. Okay, I will copy that paragraph. Yeah, I will use the same like this here. So some paragraph information is there. In that, we can have some more content. That means 2-3 lines of paragraphs information is present. Fine. Now this is a class as card text. This is the class as card text. Now this time image is at the top, and you can see the image will be displayed at the top. Image will be at the top. Of course, only one is there now. We have to add few more options there. So like this is one card. I will copy that. I will put another card, and here mobile 2. I will keep another card. This is mobile 3. So, and another card. This is mobile 4. This is mobile 4. So this is mobile 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And another card. So that is copied. So mobile 4. Okay, mobile 4. And you can see all the cards are ready. Cards are ready. And I refresh here. So they are displayed like this. You can see this is another card. And this time we are using card top. That means the image is present at the card top, and we are designing that. So the above cards are having complete traditional header, footers and all. And below cards are having these options. So it depends on our requirement how you want to configure, right? So that is mobiles, that is about this, right? So actually before the card deck here, I kept a heading. So mobiles, and that is about mobiles. And it will keep the content like this. Of course, so it depends on your requirement. If you have links to display, you can put more, right? Where you want to keep the image, that depends on your requirement. So you can change the width and height. You can keep the images wherever you want, right? So it depends on your requirement. It's not that image should be at the top only every time. You can change its position in the body, in the footer. You can keep anywhere, right? Just appearance is important. Actually, for cards, if you want to adjust the width for the cards, usually card width is defined. Automatically card width is adjusted. If you want to manually define the width for the cards, you can use default cards default width related options of Bootstrap. Bootstrap has width related options which you can define by default. 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%, 100% auto. So width and height can be adjusted according to the contents. So actually for that, what we do is to adjust the width and height. We have separate units. Based on the units we can define. Actually, suppose when you are designing the cards, suppose the card need to be having a width. So when you are designing the card, we can define this card W. W25, that means 25%. So W75, so 75%. W50, so 50%. We have 25, 50, 75, 100. W100, that means full. We have W auto, that means it will adjust according to the content. Because if you have a lot of things to display, you can adjust the width also. Suppose I said suppose 25. The card is W25, that means the width is adjusted there. Currently we kept in a card deck, so you will not find any difference. You need to adjust for every card like that. That is later required when you are designing the card individually. Because if I haven't kept in the deck, then what happens is card have a different size, means it will occupy full screen. I will show you. Suppose I will copy this card. I will keep it separately outside somewhere outside. When I keep it separately outside, you can see that outside when the card is kept, it will occupy full. Then the width and height for that card can be adjusted. For that, what we do is for the card, we use W as 50, W50. That means that card width will be adjusted to 50% of browser. But when you keep in card deck, it will be auto adjusted. Suppose I say W25, 25. Only few options are there. So 25, this is 25. It will adjust like this. We have 25, we have 50, we have 75, we have 100, and we have auto. The width can be individually adjusted. But when you kept in a card deck, what will happen? When you kept in a card deck, automatically it will adjust according to other cards availability. And don't think that now many people have a silly doubt, sir, how many cards I can put inside a card deck? So it depends on how much width you are using, how much content you are displaying in the card, right? If you put 100 cards in a card deck, obviously they will not show all clearly because they will shrink the size, right? So it depends on how many you want to configure. That already I told you, grid columns, right? It depends on width, how many it will fit. It depends on that, right? So these are all the card related options, how we can manage the cards, right? So once you know about these cards, next important, after understanding the cards, we need to know another important option, that is carousel. Carousel means, this is carousel. You see, we have a sliding banner, am I right? This is called carousel. And we are going to learn how to design that we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow we will design these carousels. These are called carousels. A sliding banner you are watching here. We can design those carousels. And how to do that we will see tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we will continue with other Bootstrap options and see. Today we have seen how to use the cards and button toolbars, okay? Tomorrow we'll see about carousels and how to design them with animations and sliding effects and all, okay? Thank you.